What up, fam? Peace and blessings. In the AI world. Ooh. Old man. Getting better. There's such thing as get old, get better. Even if you broke it down, you rejuvenate, baby. I'm back now. Did you miss me? I'm gone. I'm back. I'm gone. Yep, I don't want no smoke. I'm going to read my Bible and make me a video. No smoke. I don't feel like going in beast mode. As the world turns, another day. You'll be all right, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful one. What you doing, one? I got to wash these dishes. For one. Two. I gotta wash these dishes. Whatever that is. Wash these dishes, then I can cook me something to eat. I'll talk about what's going on in the world. And separate myself from all that so I can stay relevant, stay prosperous, instead of getting caught up in the matrix of everything that's going wrong. When you say you woke, you chosen, you got the blueprint. Okay, let's see it go to work. Let's see you work it then. Let's see you work it. I don't want to see it working. That's what I came to show you. I told you and I showed you. I work it every day. I work it every day on everything. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm able to do without sound wisdom. You gotta have knowledge of. I believe more so need knowledge of self before you go on any endeavor in life. Life requires a lot out of you. There's no more old fashioned. You gotta have something to offer. You know? You gotta have something to offer that's gonna be conducive to the cause, not just you, to your people too. You're a king, you're a queen, then you know you work for the king of kings. Your job is to elevate his people. He said, feed my sheep. Elevators people, don't be like these pranksters. Sitting in some office, some wankster. They care less about the people. They don't give a Tupac about us. I still listen to their song, but I ain't caught up in what they don't care about. That's the difference between me and the next person. Like I have to explain to my youngest. You know, people talk. People don't talk. I have to let them know. People only gonna talk about what's probably, what's probably. People gonna talk about what they can't do. They're not gonna talk about somebody that don't have nothing to offer. They're gonna talk about those who have something to offer because they can either be jealous, and I don't see why. They talking about. I told them I like when people talk about me. Because people talk about you, that means you got something to offer. They ain't talking about nobody that don't got shit. They not gonna waste their time. So, as an individual, you got to learn to discern. And that's kingdom. That's a kingdom principle. That's something the Most High put in you. It's already in you. That's why Christ said, let this mind be in you, which is in the Father. The Father has discernment. When you tapping into things spiritually, you speaking these things, you have to be mature enough to understand that you could be expecting something in the spirit realm to come behind it. You got to know these things. Know what's at work in real time. The spirit realm is real. Things operate in the spirit before it comes to the physical. It begins in the spirit realm. Then it transcends. It comes to the physical, to us. You can't negate that part. We miss a lot. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to hear about I want to hear the Bible because it's the law. It's the law of the world, of the universe. It's the Creator's law. And if you want to get anywhere in life, period, this is your Creator, the one that created you. It seems to me that would be the sound decision to make. Go and see what He's talking about. The Bible is not a religious text. The Bible is a book of instruction. And when I say the law, I mean we dealing with a king in his kingdom with his royal family. That book is the instruction that he has prepared for you. That's your instruction. You didn't get it the first time. You lost. Look, he gave you dominion. He built you an earth. He gave you rulership, built you an earth, created you an earth, and everything that's in it gave you a charge to rule and have dominion over everything he created. I look at food prices. I'm like, well, food shouldn't cost that much, but it does. And then as to how it relates to what is food, what do you consider as food, Dewayne? Well, I base that on Genesis 1. Most High created fruit bearing, which bears the seed within itself, and herbs. That he gave you for meat. That breaks down into a whole bunch of different categories of food, natural food, that you can plant yourself. I remember when we was children, science things. I used to show us how to grow roots. Say you cut the bottom of a lemon off, take that bottom part with the seed on there. It might not be a root, right? A stem. Well, that's the stem. It's been cut. So when you take that bottom part, you stick it in some water, a cup of water. Guess what it's gonna do? What is bro doing? What is who doing? Bro, just talking, having regular conversations. That's all. Just talking, chopping it up, and using wisdom to define it. Using what's written to define it. That's all. Chopping up sound doctrine. What you on? And I'm washing dishes so I can eat. I can't eat and the dishes ain't washed. Not that I need dishes that's not clean, but cleanliness is next to godliness. Before I eat, I'm gonna wash the dishes. That's just how I roll. I have a sink full of dishes while you trying to prepare a meal. I've been celebrating today. And then on what? Celebrating today. I don't celebrate holidays and stuff. But I've been getting a lot of well wishes because it's my birthday. I made 53 years old today. I'm like, you ain't partying? I got on work clothes. I'm partying right now. I'm a boss. I'm my own boss. I'm thankful to God that I got the courage to even take that leap. Especially in this world, that's what they discourage. People act like they don't want to see you with your own business. Like, you done committed a crime out here. Like, they just, especially when it comes to our people, oh, you just ain't gonna make it. You should just quit your job. No, you just letting me know that you're not gonna support it because it's not what you would do. That's not what the Most High put in me to do. And then I'm trying to figure, people so confused. How? I don't get it. How do you expect to fulfill the calling on your life? We saying we children of God, but we get up and go and expect others to create systems and things for us to fulfill the tenements. And that's that's religion. That's not fulfilling the covenant. You're dealing with a kingdom. A king. Kings don't appoint kings appoint governors, and their word is their decree which establishes the law of the land. The kings don't have mayors and senators and you know what I'm saying, representatives and all. What the hell? That's worldly, family. And that's a problem to our people because that's who you are. So-called Negroes are kingdom citizens. I'm being honest. You're not a religious people. Your ancestors was given the covenant from the Almighty God. That's why we have these issues in life that we go through, and we see in other nations prospering around us. But you can read that in the Bible. It's biblical in nature. Now, the average person will say, "Oh no, that already happened. That happened with the people over there already. Them the children of Israel." And I'm like, "No, you ain't getting no reading." I used to believe that and follow that doctrine too. I say doctrine because that's not something that I read and came to the conclusion. That's not written in the Bible. Bottom line, that's not written in the Bible. What you see over there is the Balfour Declaration. Balfour is a real person. One of they people that did business with Britain. And Britain gave them that access to their land because Britain controlled that land. Why you think America involved with it? It's because of brick. It ain't because they went and no. It's because of America and brick. Go and read the Balfour Declaration. I listened to one of the who was them people, them super wealthy people that controlled the banking industry, the Rockefellers. I listened to one of him. I believe that gentleman passed, and he talked about how his uncle wrote the letter. I'm like, who? His kinfolk wrote that letter and sent it to them, letting them know that they wanted that land and they wanted to use them what their intentions for wanting it was about. And I'm like, wow, family, they sent them a letter. So they decreed a declaration. They didn't just get them that land. And if they did, it wasn't based on biblical prophecy, according to what we know, because we know his people are going to be a people this is a powerful people. They still have the blessings of the Most High on them. But they are going to be in a destitute situation because they not in their land where the promise of the covenant go with them wherever they go. It doesn't turn off. And that's all I ever wanted my people to know. You going through what you're going through because you're a covenant people with the Almighty God. And because your ancestors broke the covenant, you wound up in the situation that we see ourselves in. But now, at the same time, you can use that same blueprint to overcome what's been fulfilled. That judgment has been fulfilled. Now it's time to take your place because you are still there. The covenant still stands. You are his servants. You don't need to follow no religion, no group of people that's in the land that's saying that they are the people. You don't have to follow them to convert to none of that. You are this naturally. It don't got nothing to do with religion and religious tenements because we can follow their religion till it takes us to Babylon. We know where they entered the game. We are Hebrews, the people chosen to represent the God of Israel. Israel is the kingdom. That's for everybody, family. And in these end times, you must know. You're gonna know. That's what's gonna be the solution. Why they got you stuck on talking about who's gonna be the president. The president has been doing what the president has been doing since we got here. Nothing's gonna change. Oh, y'all made steps in this and that. Yeah, you made steps to enter those areas, but do you own and operate those areas? And if you don't own and operate those areas, how do you expect to get the bang for your buck out of those areas? It's been proven that it will not be insured for you. That has been proven on these soils and in their territories. No matter where you go, to the Negro, that's why I said what I said. I wasn't being prejudiced or funny. I just tell the truth because it's a spirit at work. I'm going to tell you what they won't tell you because they want to get along. Christ didn't come to get along. He came to cause division. I see the division. I see the division in parents and their children, children and their parents. You see it everywhere. And you really see it amongst us because we're his servants. We're his people. Judgment begins at the house. You ain't got to accept it. Ask him. And go and read them books. I know you the people. The history tells you. Modern history tells you. The people that's over there wrote the books. They tell you. So now we can get past that. Now it's time to start serving. That's where the so-called Negro should be at in his mindset. in this day and age, because that's how you're gonna come into your life. That's how your light is gonna get turned on. That's how your light is gonna shine. You can vote for who you want to vote for. I don't advise that, but you can vote for who you want to vote for. That's not going to change one iota of the situation for this people that God chose. That's a special people unto him, which means you have something in you that he wants you, that's in you. It's not in no doctrines, following no group or they doctrine or they interpretation of what they think life is. None of that. Them professors, these interpreters, the scribes, no. When Christ met them, it wasn't, oh, these the leaders, then I'm gonna follow them. No. He said, yeah, those of old said, but he wasn't just in the midst of his people. You have others that came in, these same people you see today. They being paraded around the world, but it's by money. It's not by God's hand. This because, and I say it's by money because that's they people on the money. You got to learn to separate the two, what's in the spirit realm and what's true and what's in reality, in the flesh. You got a power that's working in the flesh. Yeah, because if it fills your lust or the things you desire, oh, I'm going to believe it. I ain't going to question it. These people, conspiracy theorists. No, it's not a conspiracy because people happen to make a choice on whether they want to pay their bills or eat now. Now they understand that there's a spirit at work. There's something greater at work. And your success or failure is based on the choice you make. Whom you gonna make a choice. Time's gonna get rough. A lot of people gonna be looking for the Most High. Oh, they closing the church. Yeah, they closing a lot of churches. But that don't mean you have to be disconnected from the source. No, 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 no. That's why you got guys like me and sisters out there and other, you know what I'm saying, representatives of a kingdom. A kingdom. Not America, not the Pope, not Britain, the kingdom of heaven. They don't want you to say that or do that, but that's what's at hand right now. Because if you continue to follow what's they ass under judgment, I'm telling how it is. They ass under judgment, they mismanaging, they are not no good ass managers. Yeah, all y'all participating in what in the activity that they laid down, and you bringing it life. Yeah, it would look like, oh no, they know what they doing. Not with no hell no. What they doing, you have to show up and do as that chosen one. You can't rely on them. That's not how the Most High works. You got to cut that off. And I tell a lot of people, they be like, man, you need to shut up, go sit your ass down, go get you some credit, and just, no. Like, I have a rough time with a lot of people. Oh, that's saying that. And I'm like, no, bro, it's different. Sus is different. If I do it by these hands, I take my talent, something that I'm already doing, and I can expound on it to create that cash flow. That's what I'll be doing. I don't care how small it begins. You got to look at it's being done. And you work it. It's going to grow. It'll nurture itself. All you got to do is establish it and put it out there. I learned that like hood economics. Y'all hear a lot of people talking about, oh, I don't like the hood and this, that. You must be crazy. The hood can produce some of the best, the greatest minds. The hood, that's one thing about the hood, is like a diamond. Creating a diamond. It creates a whole lot of diamonds. All that pressure, I used to look at it like, I was foolish, I ain't know no better, but I used to look at it like, they against us. I hate them, we'll never prosper. No. All that pressure is to bring you to that greatness that's already in you. Hello. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and blessings. Who is Rapid? That's you, Trina? This Rapid. Oh no. Is that one of them tools? Like you got? No, that's his.
Oh, you made somebody else?
No, that's what I'm asking you. No, you go for that?
No, I ain't off
I don't even know who the hell that is.
Remove it.
No, that's that. He ain't
What is
moderator.
that doing?
No, that ain't none of my moderator.
What is Joe doing?
I don't care about all that. They
I
ask
don't
questions.
know about no more. I don't know.
I ain't got no other moderator but you.
Well, you gotta be careful because people be doing all type of shit.
That ain't no connection to me.
It is a connection to you if he on your page.
That ain't my moderator. That's his stuff from somewhere else, a part of his name. That ain't my moderator. Look, it's actually added as a moderator. They wouldn't have that. I don't even know that person. You game conscious. Relax. I was just making sure. How would I get a moderator from somewhere else and I don't even know these women and me in person? Or we haven't even had that conversation to sit down and come to that conclusion. Everything is based off law. We operate in the law of cause and effect. Back to the word. That's what I get out of all that. This is a kingdom channel. All I talk about over here is the word because it's the king's decree. That means law. That means power translated in human activity. That's your power. That's how you achieve, that's how you break stereotypes and achieve boundless success and prosperity. Because the success and prosperity giver has given you instruction on how to. And that's for all men. It's not just for Israel and Judah. That's for all men. Something I created yesterday that's going on my retail platform. Some Hebrew Israelite shirts. Because that's the hottest conversation out here. A lot. And that's that flag, that African flag. I love that flag. The African map. I created that from scratch myself. Yeah, I got a flag too. And they layered, they thick. We retailing too. Hebrews to Negroes, Ronald Dalton. Check them out, y'all. Wake up, Black America. Runs. Can't even see the colors. You do me no justice. How do you like some Nike stuff I got? We ball hard. It's a Nike ball print I got. A lot of these shirts I do myself. Strong Roots and it's a coalition of us. We everywhere, family. They'll never tell you, but we related. These some of the shirts, some of the prints I have for the women. My Too Black, Too Strong. Definitely my mama prayed for me. Mama prayed for me. It worked, mama. I made it. We woke now. We doing greater things. Greater than what they told us. I'll tell you that much. And we holding it down. We holding it down in ways you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't even imagine. It's that puff letter too that stick out. That ain't like them. That's that puff. You ain't gonna be able to see that. But yeah, that's that puff letter. Them letters stick out. And this is regular vinyl. That's layered though. I got it layered so to be thick. All that's layered. With that red with that blue layer. White with that gold layer. That green with that black with that green layer. It's a gray shirt. You get in the light, it'll look different. That's that Africa, baby. Africa, we woke now. That's where it's at, family. That's where your ancestors come from. That's why. Remember, Abraham was given certain parts of Canaan land because Canaan was under judgment. The Most High didn't just decide, like I hear Billy Carson talking about, Well, I wouldn't serve that kind of God that just out to kill people. And ooh, God don't kill nobody. Yes, He kills and make alive, but it's by judgment. You get to make a choice, and then oftentimes a lot of people, well, I don't want to hear that. That don't concern me. I'm serving God. Like, no, you think you are, but trust me, light gonna come. A lot of them prayers you think being hindered, no, they not. The Most High hear you, family. He hears us talking right now. He's in you. That's how you able to even exist through Him. Now I gotta pull my Bible out. How is that, Dewayne? Because the Spirit that's in you. That Spirit in the Hebrew is Ruach. In the Arabic too. But that Spirit is Ruach. That's in us all. Genesis 1 and 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit, which is Strong's H7307. Ruach, the breath. That's the breath of the Most High. That's the breath He blew in man. So we know He's in you. Without Him, you wouldn't be alive. He's in every aspect of it. Yeah. So He hears us and He sees us at all times. That's why I say, well, that's what Christ came to teach. Remember, Christ wasn't. I hear a lot of people, well, it's just, I hear a lot of people say, it was his custom to go into the synagogue on a weekend, on the Sabbath. No, it wasn't. We had a temple. Solomon built a temple. And before that, you had judges set up. That the people went to the judge and he judged. Samuel was a judge. Remember, they didn't want Samuel because he had to go to who? The Most High. They didn't want him. They didn't want the Most High. They feared the Most High. They wanted a king, remember? So the Most High allowed them to have a king, and that king put the iron duke on him. They didn't understand that at all, family. The king put the muscle on the people. Most High said what he would do. He was offended. Remember, he told Samuel, oh no, they can reject you. They reject me, Samuel. Don't you worry about a thing. We're going to cook their goose. Their own decision is going to cook their goose. And their own decision cook their goose. Remember, Saul was the first king. Saul was hard-headed. Mosiah told him to do things, and he did it, but he didn't do it all the way through. He did it his way. He didn't follow instruction to a T and wondered why the Most High wasn't with him. But that he was anointed by the Most High, the King of Israel. That's why David never whacked him. Because David had honor for the Most High and who he anointed. But remember, the Most High had been left Saul. Remember, Saul was reaching out to soothsayers and people to reach out to the Spirit so he can hear from the Most High. So that automatically tells you the Most High had left. Stop dealing with him. Yeah, he was still in him because through him we have life. That's the only way you're going to live. That Ruach. I don't care what nobody tell you. This ain't got nothing to do with religion. This is law. That's the same Ruach that's in the creation. Plant life, animals, fish of the sea, birds of the air. That's what gives all us life. It's Ruach. You want some eggs and sausage? How did I know you was gonna say that? You having some toast? You done got bullshit on me, baby? Your stomach hurt. Eat some crackers. Eat some crackers. It'll settle your belly. Don't drink no ginger ale. I need some ginger root and turmeric and some lemon. I need to go get my little kit. I don't have them problems though, but then I don't be eating everybody cooking. Restaurant, I don't go to restaurants. I get cussed out because I don't, but I just don't. I'd rather my baby cook. She be talking smack. You don't cook, I don't go to restaurant. Relax, baby girl. for a reason. Some places, okay, you find some people that's like-minded that know how, if they run a restaurant and they're aware of how their animals are being treated. They got a good hookup on them at a good farm, like a Pastor Dow that raise animals. They got the connections on where to get their animals. Yeah, they got their own animals. They raise their own animals and plant their own food. That's kingdom culture. That's how a kingdom should look. God's kingdom is not gonna rest under another kingdom. That ain't how it go. You are Genesis 1. He gave you rulership and dominion. And if you don't know that, it's gonna be a problem. Then you're gonna go off on your own. James, what's that? James chapter, we pray and pray amiss because we don't know how. We think we're supposed to be down there babbling for 10 hours, and no. We pray that his kingdom, I had to learn that from Miles Monroe, and he right. We pray his kingdom come down here because we want the spirit. It's the spirit that's going to lead an operation. We want to operate as sons, we need his spirit. I don't need nobody dead to be successful. When I got the trading skill, get up and get up and go and offer it. Go sell it. Go and sell it, and it's going to produce. That's law. That's the instruction. That's what rulers do. That's what you can rule over, the work of your hands. He didn't create you for people to rule over you. You don't see all this damn confusion? Like people every day, our people belly aching. They ain't doing nothing for us. When they gonna start doing something for us? Oh, we do a lot for y'all. Y'all ain't did nothing for black people. Talking about we sorry. You ain't sorry. Because if you were sorry, you would repent. And that repent entails a trade-off. You got to replenish the people. All those centuries of taking what you took from them, stop playing. Then you let them go. Then you ain't just let them go, you continue to take, because those were the harvesters. That go to Green Thumb. That go your builders. They building shit for free. They didn't build institutions for free. You talking about, no, because that's the reason why you got what you got now. It was that government that did that. That's why we got what we got now, access to what we got now around the world. And them people in the Arab nations too, all their asses. If you're gonna repent, make it right. Y'all hear the black grassroots out there telling these candidates they want you to vote, but I say hell no. I say let the system collapse. I'm being honest, in the sense that they don't honor the law. So what you steady people? Oh well, I just vote Republican now. Excuse me, it's all the same team. Why don't you consider, okay, if I put that work in myself, start my own business, get with a group of like-minded people and start a community for real. Teach your children this too. Don't have your people depending on others to do what me and you could do together. I get a call every day. Then I have to sit down and assess how I'm gonna deliver this, sell this service. Like I got a call tonight for a job in the morning. They want a control arm put on and some back brakes. I told them, yeah, bring it back, and I gave them a nice number. And I'm like, I'm the one who have to receive these calls, sit down, and be able to sell my services to these people. Me, that's coming from a power and authority that the greater, the I am gave me. He gave me life, the ruach, the breath of life. I learned some information. Now I take that information and I use it and I sell a service. That's how it works, man. But I need to offer it more to sell more service and invest in other things that would allow my money to work for me, like with my retail. I make graphic art products, put them out there, and they sell. I don't have to sell them. They will sell themselves. Then knowing the times, knowing what the people want, and you fashion that design around that, and it'll sell itself. Like now is Cancer Awareness Month. I got to go get these 4 shirts tomorrow, which I will. Tomorrow, I gotta have them done before Sunday. Get them shirts done, and when they see these, sure, they seen my mama's, but they ain't seen the new one I'm gonna do for her. She got an idea that's gonna bust the other church ladies in the head. They're gonna be like, wow, they want the one I made for her just made, but she had showed me one I had made a year or so ago, last year. I'm like, I forgot I made it. And I'm looking at the design, I'm like, yeah, that boy dope. It ain't peeling or none of that. The shirt still look good. And I asked my mama, because some of my shirts, well, I wash my shirts in hot, and put them in hot in the heat. You ain't supposed to dry these. These are custom print shirts. You don't put them in hot air. When I dry them, now I don't. I dry them on low air, or most times no air. But this machine that's in the building is designed for low air, and I don't have that problem. And my shirts still look fresh and new. My vinyl ain't cracking, it ain't peeling. I'm like, yeah. That's what's up. That's what I'm looking for. So when I'm out there and I'm promoting my business, I can promote it with a sense of assurance. I can promote it. All power and authority is put in the hands of the Son. And if I'm to be like the Son, to be more like my Father, then I should have a business. I can't set up the kingdom based on working for Mr. Charlie and complaining about his ass. No, he got me in on. Y'all done brought us over here. They done brought us to a damn society, a capitalist society. But you don't want to release no capital so I can put into my business. Man, but I'm not gonna get mad. I'm gonna remember your ass. And I ain't promoting what you doing. I promote you do your own business. And you get so good where when you do, if you do decide to go, you already get a built-in system that's already making money. So if you do choose to do business with them, you can, shit, the sky's the limit. They gonna open the floodgates for you because they see you already functioning, he already got these things in place. Only thing we can do for him is give him more money to put behind what he doing to expand it so he can scale that business. Other than that, they can have a Coke and a smile and shut them, you know what I'm saying, up. We got this. That's what we're preparing ourselves for. That's what the awakening is about. Taking control. You have to take control of what God has given you, or you forfeit it. Remember the sowers when the landlord had left them with that money. Well, that represents the Messiah. And the Most High is giving you a kingdom, and He has created all these things to sustain you. And even the animals there, it comes naturally. They don't need us. Animals got plenty of food. They got plenty of herbs to eat. The gorilla don't eat nothing but flowers, leaves. That's herbs. I gave you for meat. Genesis chapter 1. I believe that's verse 28 or 29. What he talks about, he talks about how he gave us fruit, the seeds that bear fruit within itself, and the herbs. Then he goes into how he gave the animals herbs for meat. How he gave us both these herbs for meat. So we understand food, what's lawful, the difference between what's lawful and what's not. Then I see a lot of people talking about, well, Christ with the pork. They just can't, they just don't, you talking about what the book said. I'm talking about the reality of what the shit do to you. That's what I'm looking at. And that's law. By law. What is it? A bottom feeder. You know what I'm saying? So Ain't nothing you say or do gonna clean it, family, in reality. Yeah, we have faith, but think about it. By law, this thing is destructive, internally destructive. It would destroy you. People, well, we ate pork a long time. You, okay, keep on eating it. You keep on eating it. I don't need it. Do you? I'm going to stick to the law and be a law keeper. That's who we are. We are Genesis. We are like the Messiah. Black people are not crazy who are running around and saying that we are the tribes of Israel, because we are, particularly the tribes of Judah, just like the Messiah. That's where he come from. That's why y'all pay to hear us sing like we sing. We ain't paying to go. We other people can sing. We do go and listen to them. I used to listen to my little heavy metal and stuff. But think about it. Honestly, I was singing. These so-called Negroes that scattered into every nation and everybody saying need to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. I was singing. Look what it's facilitated. All the wealth is facilitated for people. Even those who doing wicked with it. Look at this puppy. Come on, man. You doing wicked shit like that. But you running a $100 million business. You know what I'm saying? With potential to make you a billionaire or even a trillionaire. All for what? Natural talent that the Most High gave you. You don't need no man to teach you how to sing. What the hell you was singing? I listened to what's that channel that other place the government trying to get rid of? They trying to force them to sell TikTok. I listen to the sisters over there singing and the brothers too. Oh man. Woo! And some Gentiles, just be some white brothers and sisters too singing the gospel sound. They get that spirit in them and they come on there singing and I'll be like, look at the Most High. That ain't nothing but the power of the Holy Spirit. I recognize that. That music done went across universes. You know what I'm saying? That music done went across. It's done cross borders that men done put up. So I know it's a greater that's at work, right? Your people singing, it brings people universally. It's a universal healer. Your music is a healer. That's why the Most High chose you. Yeah, he want to hear everybody else sing, but yours, he chose to serve him in particular. You see what it's doing? Your singing make trillionaires, make generational wealth. As your work, the things that you created, you an industrious people. You made J.P. Morgan wealthy. That was y'all out there building railroads and shit so they can get wealthy. That was your work cutting down trees. You know what I'm saying? Cutting down trees and building roads so they can bring them trees through to create, and build with. That was y'all. I remember them TV shows I used to watch on Turner Classic. And now that I understand truth, according to the word, these signs that God said would be on his people, how you will recognize them. And I ain't talking about no modern day nothing, because even those they talking about, oh, everybody was enslaved, but everybody ain't endure what we endured from. Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? My last name is Germanic. I'm not Germanic. How did I get a Germanic last name? Because Deuteronomy 28 declares, God said, if you keep his covenant, keep his commandments, you will have the blessings. If you break it, you will receive the judgment, which are the curses that you will release on yourself. You don't have to move. He already established the word, so it's on you to keep his covenant. So you won't offend him by being rebellious. Then the judgment is released on you. That's what happened. Now that you know this, you gotta pray about it. Ask him to get you, open your eyes. Don't just take my word, but you can go and read Deuteronomy 28. You can read Deuteronomy 29 because it also talks about not just those people that was there at the time Moses was speaking to, those in the future. Because why? It also speaks about a fourth generation of people. That just happened to be us. 400 years, Trump, 2019, HR 12. That bill recognized 400 years of servitude of the people taken out of Africa, your descendants. It ain't just Hamitic Africans over there. You got Shemites in that land of Africa too. Shemite Africans that live on the continent of Africa. So you got Hamites that is their native to the lands of Africa. But don't forget, the lands of Canaan was given to, parts of Africa was given to Abraham as what? An inheritance. You got to look it up on the map. Canaan is the son of Ham, so you can miss me with that little old strip of land. That little old strip of land do not fit nothing in the Bible when you read the Bible. If you really read the Bible, I'm talking about extensive reading. I ain't talking about no surface read. Oh, the preacher said read. No, I'm talking about you going and looking up these nations, these people nations that's being talked about. You looking them boys up so you will know who they are as it relates to the Bible and as it relates to who they are today. And you can see, you can follow their footsteps. The migration patterns, you can follow everything. It's right there. But people don't do that research to know. And then when we do it, it's like a lot of people I'm friends with on Facebook. I see my brother friends with that community people too. But I don't see them no more on my Facebook page like that. I'm like, huh? They my friends. Then I think somebody shadow banned me. Somebody don't want me talking about what I'm talking about because for whatever reason, it goes against the narrative. It goes against what everybody else is leaning towards. Yes, it does. God created you. He's in you. There's no law man can create that you're going to keep with respect to life. I'm not trying to take people's life, but you're not going to keep their laws. It ain't no way. They got to force it. Yet you recognize the law of humanity, laws of humanity, having love, honor, and respect. But if you listen to them, they'll tell you cut people off, forget about them. They do it every day. They do it in every way to us. But it's to strengthen you. I'm just telling the truth of what's happening and who's doing it so you can recognize and know you ain't got no goddamn friends. Black people ain't got no friends. We had some friends, black people friends would be going to this government and letting their ass have it. And people would stop doing business with this government, feeding them and let their ass feel it. No, they go right along with it. They not gonna stop it, even though they know it's a lot of things that shouldn't be going on. People know it. People roll with it, and people proclaiming they shouldn't. They ain't the reason or a beneficiary to what the government established by law. And I read the goddamn books every day. I see it on old shirts. It's all in old newspapers. Negroes for sale. Same government right here that established this colony as America. They established this colony as America. They colonized the people of the land and took that thing. Hey, they took that thing. Colonized the natives and enslaved our ass to build it. And they owe us. I don't give a shit what nobody say. This nation owes the Negroes. Hell yeah. And if it weren't for us, your little light wouldn't be shining. Be honest. Ain't nobody going to buy no motherfucker. Yeah, we listen to country music. We created country music too. I don't give a shit what y'all say. Black people saying that, yeah, we did. We was down that motherfucker going through hell. And black people came up with rhythms. We got rhythm. We created all kinds of sounds. We wasn't listening to no damn banjo, whatever y'all listen to all that crazy music. We wasn't listening to that shit. Our people were pianists. We understand what a piano is. Our ancestors had these hearts and things. We understood these things. You know, this is in our ancestors. They ain't gonna just snatch no anybody. You think they would snatch people that couldn't produce? Or they knew it was a bad investment? Hell no. They knew who they was coming to snatch. And they had plans for your ass because why? They know you was a covenant people. You broke the covenant and your Most High wasn't with you. And that's what was pronounced over you. So you could say the Most High used them, which he really did. But if it wasn't in their heart to do evil, that's on them because they're going to have to pay for that. And as far as Israel, us, he said, I'm gonna send you and I'm gonna send you on ships to your enemies. So the people that went on ships were stripped, enslaved by their enemies. There weren't no damn friends. And that's this system today, the same damn system. That's why we keep telling you, y'all need to come off reparations. So don't tell me no shit about you sorry, because you still haven't repented. And that's why y'all today gotta pay with them. You depend on that system. Hell yeah, you do. Every part, that's the first thing I'll tell you, my rights. My government, that's my government. You can have it. You can have it. But don't shun his responsibilities that's on his head. And you can call me what you want to call me. But God ain't forgetting. You better look at the natural disasters. If it's a natural disaster, it was released from eternity. There's one controller of all them things. And when I read the Bible, it tells me those things will happen. And that's what's happening. And that's on the real. That is judgment. That is not an act of this my people and I love them. This an act of I'm judging. If you don't get your stuff in order, I need to judge you, to correct you. The Most High corrects who we love. If he don't judge you, if he don't discipline you, rather, oh, you forget about it. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You will have the wisdom to know when you mess up, oh, he gonna get you. You gonna get yourself. That's why you should study to show yourself approved, to know. You can read the instructions on the video games when you buy so you know how to operate it. Or you buy a product, a table or something. You get instructions. Well, the Creator gave you a big book of instructions. Read it. I tell you, it works out very well. I'm stress-free in a lot of areas now. I don't worry about the world, what they talking about or what they doing. Oh, no. That's over with. You got to put this word to the test. You did. You got to move like Elijah out here. What's that, Elijah and Jezebel? Elijah wasn't playing with her. No, Eli. We're going to see who Elohim is real. See who power will answer the call. By fire, and look what happened. Burnt their ass up. Showed them they creator wasn't nothing. Their idol was nothing. There's only one living creator. I don't know why, and I don't understand why everybody trying to sell you all these myths, all this religion. That's crazy. Sumerian, they talking about all these tablets. That's cool. All that's cool. That's something they wrote. That what was written had to come from somewhere. And the Bible lets me know. All these people y'all talking about was before the Messiah. We know that some of them was here to you before the Messiah. But we understand Messiah on a metaphysical level that far exceeds your teaching level. What you've been taught. We understand him before the foundation of the world. And how can you qualify that? It's right there in Genesis 1:1 in the Hebrew. When you read the Hebrew and you look at the pictographs, they describe your Messiah, the olive tar. Those signs represent the Messiah. That's the beginning and the end. What the Greeks call the olive, the Alpha and Omega. There it is, the olive tar. Look it up. Look it up, look it up, look it up, look it up. That's the truth, family. Can't make this up. So we understand. Now, you might understand it from the way your ancestors interpret it and be like, yeah, the same thing that's written in our book, because a lot of them lived around one another. The world wasn't like it is now. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it is now. You have millions and millions of people everywhere. No. You might have had some section off, but we was moving. Remember, the earth was a one language before the Most High separated. So that meant they was around one another, in the vicinity of one another, using this one language. You know they was around one another because it was the dominant language, and had they been away from each other, imagine they probably would have created something else. Over time, you tend to forget things. Like when I was locked up all them years, I came home. A lot of people used to speak to me. I used to be like, "Well, I don't know who this is." I feel I have to be extra careful. What if it's somebody I offended once in my lifetime? Me not knowing them, and they just walking up, "What up? What up? What up?" And I'm speaking, but I'm keeping my eyes open. You know, I'm keeping my eyes open. Well, that's when you was wicked. Well, I don't worry about that today. If you gonna get me, you gonna get me. I ain't been wicked for a long time, and I don't plan on being wicked. Matter of fact, I try to wake the wicked up. You say my line of work is dangerous. Why are you talking to them? I am them. It's just that I follow the king. I know who the king is, and I follow the king. I got a greater understanding now, a way more greater understanding of what's going on. It's natural. This ain't nothing you got. This ain't no religion. You don't got to follow no rituals, but you do have to keep his commandments and follow his word. You have to see the fruit, see your fruit, what you're doing. We want to see it in real time. You dig? I'm going to eat. I done put this word out to the atmosphere. I pray. If you don't understand, ask questions. Other than that, the things I was talking about, Deuteronomy 28, that's the covenant between his people and him. Deuteronomy 29 even talks about it. Then you go into Deuteronomy 30, it talks about the regathering, the reawakening. Yeah, he moved you out, but he's going to bring you back. If he don't bring you back, then that's breaking the covenant. So it's two sides in the fullness of the story. And I'm going to give it to you. That's how you're going to get it over here, fam. I'm going to give it to you. Nothing raw and uncut. I don't want to hear about Donald Trump. I don't want to hear about Kamala. Unless you teaching them God's law. They following man's rules. They don't understand the law of nature, natural law. The natural law works for every man. Every man. It don't put you over me or me over you. It brings us together. Some people got that, but that's a complex of inferiority. Those who feel they got the rule over you. Hell no. I don't care how much money you got. That shit don't mean nothing. You can get robbed tomorrow. Then you ain't got nothing. And we stuck with your ass. I don't think so. Evidence, family. We got evidence of the Most High and the kingdom at work. How else would you get the sun, the moon, and stars? It's through that sun and the plants that sustains you. Yeah. That gives you that oxygen. That breath of life, that ruach. That's from the Almighty. Yahuwah. All right, family. Shalom, peace and blessings. May the Most High be with you. Pray and act and pray and lean not on your understanding, but believe Him and acknowledge Him in all your ways, and He will direct your path. It won't look corporate. The world can't do nothing for us. We have to hear. We the ones have to. We the keepers. Ain't no running to heaven. He gave you the earth. He gave you dominion down here. Why? To rule like Him. In earth as it is in heaven. Real talk. That's your power. Shalom. 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 In an hour. Okay.